Hello guys, Boosty here with another video, and today I'm reading Wizard versus Bob 1. We got 2 more after this, and let's get right to it. I don't know if I'm going to explain as much, but we're going to pretend that these things aren't chicks in the incubator, though. I had to write it because I had to write something about chickens, and I went way over the top. It's thinking it was people, really. But one day, the incubator, there were 2 weird chicks hatching. Their names were Bob and Bill. They started to wander around the incubator. That same day, there was an evil wizard spying on them. He turns things evil to help him destroy the world and the good guys. The wizard had a huge army. Some of the army was dinosaurs and dragons. That evening, the wizard made his move. He got out of his castle and went towards the ground. He saw a chick to turn into a dragon, and that chick was Bill. You probably could have guessed that because, it said Wizard versus Bob. But, alright, let's continue. The wizard cast his spell. 2 seconds later, Bill was an evil dragon. Bill, yelled Bob. Bill shot fire at Bob. Bob dodged the first attack. Come, Bill, told the wizard. Bob went to tackle the wizard. The wizard zapped him. Now Bob couldn't get up. Bill was evil, and the wizard was about to cast the spell. The wizard cast a spell. It was deflected. It was deflected by a sword. It was the Master Warriors. The wizard got a sword. There was a sword fight. Ting, 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 ting. Next, the warrior got Bob and ran away. Since the warrior left, the wizard left with his new dragon, Bill. The warrior put Bob on the bed. Who are you? Said Bob in pain. John, the Master Warrior, said John. Thanks for saving me. You're welcome. Bye, said Bob. Where are you going? To the wizard, told Bob. Then stay here, said John. Why? I'll train you, said John. All right, said Bob. The first thing you need to know is that to never fight with anger, told John. Okay. Not okay, yelled John. Why? Because you think it's easy. It's not, exclaimed John. Let's start your training now. Well, no, actually, I'm reading it. I screwed up. Then let's start our training now, suggested Bob. We can't, told John. Why? The wizard is coming, said John. Then let's fight. Only me, told John. John went outside. Right outside the door was the wizard and Bill. There was a sword fight through the door. Ting! Bob had to help John. Said there is an army out the door. So Bob kicked the wizard, went out the door, and the wizard tried to zap Bob. It was deflected. Then the sword fight began. Ting! 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 As the sword fight happened, Bob was fighting too. Bob's hardest opponent was George the Dino. The dragon was breathing fire at Bob. That dragon was Bill. Bob didn't know it. The worst part is Bob couldn't hurt the army. Ting, ting, ting. The wizard got away. At the last second, the wizard zapped Bob. Then George kicked him. Bob was in the air and landed hard. Bob screamed. The wizard and the army left. Bob was unable to move. Bob was in huge pain. Bob thinks they lost. The warrior picked up Bob and carried him in the house. Bob was scared. Do you think we'll win the war? Asked Bob. I have no idea, responded John. Bob, fight the pain. I can't. Then we will lose. No, said Bob. Put your pain to your energy, not your anger, said John. Okay. Bob got up. One part went wrong. Bob put the pain in the anger, and John didn't know it. Let's start to train. First, your opponent's next move. First, read your opponent's next move, told John. Got it, said Bob. Read my move, said John. Bob focused. Then defend it, told John. John began his kick. Bob dodged it. Now learn when to attack, said John. John got knocked over by the attack. Excellent. Now you'll learn with weapons, told John. I feel the wizard coming, said Bob. 5 minutes later, the wizard was there. There was going to be a fight again. Ting, 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 ting. Bob went to fight. There was Bill right in front of him. This time, Bob knew it was Bill. Bill, don't fight, said Bob. Roar, said Bill. Bill didn't listen. Bob read the attack. Bob didn't attack Bill back. George kicked Bob. Bob landed. Bob went wild on George. Back to the sword fight. Ting, 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 ting. After that, John was stabbed. John died 30 seconds after. No, yelled Bob. That was the end of book 1. In the second book, you'll find out how Bob handles the war and how he trains himself. Look at that. Story number 1 is done. We only took like 7 minutes. We hammered through it. Yep, we're probably gonna hammer for the next 2 too, but we're not in this video. But yeah, so stay tuned just so you can see how he handles the war and how he trains himself. See y'all next time. Peace out, y'all.